I suppose there's different ways of going from point A to point B. Do you think that sort of the Apple having the control over the software and also the hardware gives it a competitive advantage, or do you think that Microsoft focusing predominantly on the IP and the software, but select partners and making sure those partners are very loyal? Is there any sort of advantage or disadvantage of either, or there's no one necessarily right way? Because Tom Peters says it's all about the customer experience. If you can get the customer experience at the end of the day, then you've got them as ambassadors for you forever. So
yeah, I believe that it's about giving customers choice now rather than forcing decisions. So I don't know anyone. I'm sure there are people out there that have like kind of just a completely Apple experience in all of their technology, and when they go home they've got like kind of LCDs that are all like Apple enabled and Apple television, but I think they're probably a minority. A lot of people want choice, and so some people might want an iPhone, but they actually want a kind of a very powerful laptop to travel with, because they work a lot on, I don't know, video or kind of editing pictures, or they're really like keen on their photography, and therefore they've got a completely a Canon or an SLR kind of a camera experience. And so I think it's about giving people choice. And I think the one thing that as a competitive advantage Microsoft does have is we don't try and lock people into a particular experience. And for me, that personally works for my values, because I think as a consumer, I want to be able to choose what different types of technology, what different types of operating system. In fact, I'm not even conscious of operating systems. I just want to get my stuff done, and I want to be able to access my stuff when I'm abroad, and I want to be able to take photos and share it with my friends. So I may use, I may use Facebook to do that. I may use kind of iTunes to share my. But I don't want to feel like I'm locked in. I don't want to feel like I've overly invested in one thing, in which case I've got no choice to be able to go and do something else and pull my data through. So the one thing that Microsoft does do is it says, look, we're not going to get involved in that. We're going to give you all the tools that you need to be able to protect your stuff, but you can choose whatever type of solutions you want.
Right.
And we're going to try and make it as interoperable as possible.
Right.
That's something I'm proud of, and that's a company I want to work for, because they're not forcing people into a hostage situation. We're giving people choices.